Hi everybody, it's Stephanie Thompson back with Read Your Library. Today we're going to talk about a book that is a particular treat for someone like me, and if you're a voracious reader or you enjoy puzzles or anything to do with language, you'll enjoy this too. The book is Minnow Pea by Mark Dunn. It's a fun book. It's a bit of stunt writing, and by that I mean novels or books or other works that are written in such a way as to constrain the author, kind of like a puzzle, a challenge to the author, a challenge to the reader. You may have heard of books written without the use of certain letters. That's called a lipogram, and that's an example. This book is an example of that. There's even a French author I heard of who wrote an entire novel without the use of the letter E, which if you know French at all, you realize is much harder even in French than it would be in English. But anyway, Minnow Pea is an epistolary novel, which means it is written entirely in the form of letters between people, and it's also a lipogram. And what I mean by that is that the plot revolves around this girl, Ella, woman, who lives in a town that is named in tribute to the man who created the pangram, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, which you may remember from typing class. And a pangram is a sentence that uses all the letters of the alphabet. That's one example of one. And so there's a statue to this man in this town, and one day a letter falls from the statue, and the city council in the town decides that they're going to ban the use of the letters that fall off this statue, and people living in the town won't be able to use them anymore in their alphabet. But what's interesting about it is in the book, as each letter is banned in the town, it is also removed from the book. So as successive chapters go in the book, fewer and fewer letters are used by the author to write the book, which is really fun and bizarre to read, and it gets more and more complex and as more and more letters get dropped, and it becomes kind of a puzzle for the reader. The plot, to be honest, is almost secondary to the structure of the book. It just makes it really interesting to see how he's going to pull it off, basically, and what Ella and her friends do to kind of fight this totalitarian edict that's come down from their town council. So if you like that kind of thing, kind of a puzzle within a book, if you like to see authors kind of put these constraints on themselves that make them work hard to create a final product that makes sense, hangs together, and is fun to read, I would really recommend Minnow Pea. It's a lot of fun to read, and other books by Mark Dunn are similarly entertaining. Thanks for listening. Glad you came back to Read Your Library, and I'll see you next time.